Hey guys, welcome back to Liberty and Racing for All. It is 3 days to race day, and I am absolutely pumped. I've never done this before, and I'm so excited to see how it goes. It's gonna be my first ever real race, racing the number 87. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the race terms that you will hear if you go to a racetrack or if you're watching a race on TV. The two main things that you're gonna hear at a racetrack, according to the car's handling, are loose and tight. And these are opposite terms. So loose is when you turn the wheel and the back end doesn't have any grip. The back end starts to come out and you have to make what's called counter steer. So if we go back here, you try to turn the wheel, the back end comes out, and you have to pull it back the other direction in order to get it to grip again. So that's what loose is. In professional motorsports, it can be a big problem. But from what I've heard in karting is that these steering systems are so sensitive since the wheels are so close together that you kind of want a loose car. You want to be able to put a little bit of counter steer into it. Otherwise, you're going to be the other term that we're going to talk about today. We're going to be tight. And tight means that when you turn the wheel, you have to turn it more to get it to go where you want it to go. So that means it's the opposite of tight. Your back wheel, or the opposite of loose, sorry. Your back wheels have too much grip and it's not wanting to turn, compared to loose, where it's turning too much and you're getting sideways. Another thing that a tight car is capable of is what's called push. When the rear tires have a lot of grip and the front tires don't have a lot of grip. This is usually seen in karting, especially for me when I've gone out and practiced. When the track is cold, the tires are cold, they haven't warmed up yet, and there's not really enough heat friction in order to get the wheels to grip. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna turn and you're gonna keep trying to turn it, and it's gonna wanna keep going straight. It's not gonna wanna turn at all. You're gonna be sliding your front wheels pretty much, trying to get this to turn when it really doesn't matter how much force you put into it, it's just not gonna wanna turn. That is absolutely detrimental for a race day environment. If you develop a push in your car at any point, this means that you're gonna have to slow your entry to the corner way down in order to get the car slowed down enough to where the wheels can grip. So that's why you see in professional motorsports and stuff like that, they'll weave back and forth behind the pace car. And what that's trying to do is that's just trying to build up heat or grip in the tires. So I think that's it. Those are a couple of basic racing terms related to handling. And for go-karting, you want to have the cart a little bit looser because you're going to need to put as little amount of steering into the cart as possible to get the most speed. Whereas bigger cars, you're going to want a tighter car because once you get sideways in a big car like that, you have to scrub off a lot of speed in order to correct that. And sometimes that can even lead to overcorrection, and that's when you see a lot of crashes. But that's it for today. Saturday is race day, 5 p.m. That's when the heat races are gonna start. You're gonna see me and the best of the local talent face off on the track. I am absolutely pumped. I will be doing a video on that, so be looking out for that if you can't make it. But of course, as I'm taking this kart to the track, ready to make my rookie debut in the field, of course, there's no way I could give any of the credit to myself. It all belongs to God. God gave me an amazing opportunity that I have to go share the good news of the gospel with these people. I intend to do that every single time I'm out on the track. Good days, bad days, all of it. Just trying to be as good of an example as I can be and really try to shine the light of Christ. If you noticed, I'm not wearing my usual racing related suit, just a plain USA shirt Today is 9/11, and that was now 23 years ago that those two airplanes hit the Twin Towers. And whether you think it's a conspiracy, whether you think it's real, fake, the government was behind it, terrorists were behind it, regardless of who started it or who was behind it, it was a tremendous loss of life for no reason. And that deserves to be reserved as a memorial today. So that's why you won't see any racing paraphernalia on me today. So I'm going to leave you with Colossians 3:23. Do everything not as working for man, but working for God. There's also a lot of great truth that you'll find in the Bible for any chapter of your life, anything you may be going through. And it is the best book that you could ever find for yourself. So with that, I'll see you later.